guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. We got more Mythic America's coverage for you here. So we have another scenario here in our list, Liberators and Captives. So again, pretty thin deployment zones here, 6 inches, and there's Captives in the center of the board. So let's take a look and see what's going on here. There's a fair bit of details for the scenario. So each side designates 2 of their warrior units to mark as transporting captives by placing a distinguishing token on that unit. Place a 5th token in the center of the battlefield indicating uncontrolled captives. So 6-inch deployment, captives being transported must move with controlling unit. Uncontrolled captives remain stationary until controlled, so no spells or game effects can be used to move them. A warrior unit that comes into base contact with them resulting from a move or advanced will gain control, basically. So players that destroy or rout an opposing unit transporting captives in melee will also gain control of the captives, and so basically it's possible that captives will switch hands multiple times throughout the game. Any unit that is transporting them that's destroyed or routs, but not as a result of melee, basically loses them, and then they remain where they were at as uncontrolled captives. So immediately place the uncontrolled captives anywhere in base contact with a destroyed or routed transporting unit before it's removed from their location. And then units may not shoot at or cast spells against a unit transporting captives for fear of hitting the captive, so that gives you a little bit of protection there. This includes exchanges of missiles, so spells which buff friendly units, however, can be cast on the units because, again, you're not injuring them. Captives cannot be transferred between friendly units, so you can't conga line your army and then just kind of pass the captives along each turn. So it's good that they thought about that. And then finally, how do we score here? So gain 1 victory point for each controlled captives at the end of the game. Any uncontrolled captives are not counted here. So again, on the setup side there, so you have that 5th token in the center, and again, your 2 warrior units per side as well that are transporting. So key thing there is trying to go for the center, but also destroy enemy units that are transporting their captives, and then try to claim them as your own, and just do your best to then basically protect those units as much as possible. And again, chances are things will change hands multiple times throughout the game, but use some of those effects that will kind of keep you safe, right? So, you can be a little bit lighter, I think, on taking out enemy missile and magic users just because they can't target the units that are transporting the captives, so that kind of buys you some protection from those, unless those units want to engage in melee with you, and typically archer type units and stuff are a little bit weaker in melee, so then they tend to pose a little bit less of a threat. So a little something to keep in mind here. It's another twist on an objective type of mission, kind of like the Relic and that other miniature game out there, but with multiple ones essentially moving around the board, which is pretty cool. So really fun little scenario here, guys. Let us know in the comments if you've played Liberators and Captives and how that's worked out for you, and what kind of forces you feel have performed the best, and what your stories have been so far from that. Really interesting to hear from you guys there. Hit us up in the comments there. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. We always appreciate everybody coming to hang out with us, and we got plenty more content for you. If you want to show a little bit more love to the channel, also check out the link in the description there. If you head over to Warlord and pick up anything via that link, that helps support us a little bit, and we appreciate everybody who's been doing that. Also, right below that, if you do want your local store carrying Warlord product and they don't already, there's a great bit of information there to help your store get set up. That way, your local store can help support Warlord and help you grow your game and your hobby community there. So if they don't already. So appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll see you in the next one, and we'll have plenty more Mythic America's content coming your guys' way. Take care.